Hey guys, Twiglets2 here. This video contains 5 tips in 5 minutes, and perhaps a bonus one at the end for players who are not just new to Broken Arrow, but also new to the Joint Forces wargaming genre in general, to help you survive your first battle and get a foothold in the campaign. If you're a PvP pro already, then it's unlikely this video is for you, but you're welcome along for the ride. The very first tip to new players is to make sure you utilize Recon Units. They may not be powerful or glamorous, but this game is full of devastating counters. Your expensive main battle tanks may be powerful, but the right unit can practically one-shot them, and the same goes for pretty much any unit. So knowing what you're up against is absolutely essential, and with their superior vision and camouflage, Recon units are an absolute must-have to ensure you know what's coming, or what you are attacking, so you can order the right units into the right position. Next up, you must keep infantry in buildings. Failing that, a forest will do a half-decent job too. Basically, you don't want to keep your infantry out in the open, as they will get ripped to shreds by practically any unit. Instead, you should sit them in a building with a good line of sight, which you can check by holding the left Alt key, or at the very least in forests. And when you must move them, make sure they spend as little time out in the open as possible, or they won't last long at all. Tip number 3, more on unit positioning. Be sure to keep your vehicles back as a general rule. If you're defending a point, you'll generally want to occupy buildings with infantry and keep your vehicles behind the point, effectively treating them like a sniper in most cases. Ideally, your vehicle will be well covered from the sides, but with a nice line of sight to where you think the enemy will be coming from. Hint, hint, good recon. And then your vehicles will be well protected, can utilize their range, and you can back them up if a scary ATGM gets a bit too close for comfort. Don't charge your vehicles in unless you are absolutely sure they won't get torn to shreds. Tip number 4 may not sound exciting, but it's one of the single biggest differences between success and failure. Make sure to use supply regularly. Your troops will burn through ammo at a frightening rate, and although many units have 3 separate weapons with 3 different ammo types, you can bet your bottom dollar they will run out of the most useful ammo first, instantly making them less effective. You must always have supply deployed so your units can restock and get back into the fight ASAP. But make sure it's well protected, because when hit, your supply cache will produce an almighty explosion that will devastate nearby units. Supply is also essential for restoring the health of your units, so it is quite literally the lifeblood of your missions. One thing you will have to learn quickly is that ATGMs, or anti-tank guided missiles, are scary for any vehicle to come up against. Tapping R to reverse is often a wise decision when faced with them, but a satisfying minigame in Broken Arrow is to tap X at the right moment for your vehicle to pop smoke, and then you'll see the ATGM divert off in a different direction, looking to engage a new target. Your vehicles only have a limited amount of smoke, which is why supply is essential, but taking even one ATGM hit can be devastating. Plus, it's fun to get the timing right and watch those ATGMs fly off in different directions. Alright, I may have said 5 tips, but here's a bonus one for you. Don't underestimate the power of artillery smoke, especially when attacking. Having your artillery lay down some smoke will block the sight of your units and enemy units for a precious minute or so. This is particularly useful if you're looking to attack a point and you want to block their long-range defenses, giving your carrier units a chance to carry your infantry up close and deploy them for some close-quarters combat. Or even if you just want to conceal the movement of your units, smoke is an absolute game-changer. Just remember to keep your units topped up with plenty of supply. So, there you have it. Recon will help you know what you're up against, which is especially useful given it takes time for your newly deployed units to get into position. Infantry in buildings will increase their survivability massively. keeping vehicles back will keep them alive longer while utilizing their long range. Supply is literally the most important thing in the game, so do that. Then make sure to utilize smoke, whether it's individual units using it to confuse incoming missiles, or an artillery barrage that allows you to get up close and personal with the enemy on your terms. If you stick to these tips, then I guarantee you will find your units last longer, they'll be more effective, and you might even survive a game of PvP long enough to butter your parsnip. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.